Hi crypto peeps, hope you're doing well this week, and today's date is 1st of March 2023 and lots happening. As I'm looking right now, Bitcoin is at $23,739, so gone down slightly but still doing pretty well and holding up. So let's get straight to the news, shall we? Let's see what we got for you this week. I'm going to go with this one first. My first piece of news today is from Finbold. Top 5 cryptocurrencies under 10 cents to buy in March 2023. With the third month of 2023 drawing close and the cryptocurrency market continuing to flash between green and red, there are lots of inexpensive cryptocurrencies deserving the attention of any crypto trader and investor, which isn't put off by their still very low cost. With this in mind, Finbold has examined the latest developments connected with some of the most promising crypto assets that can still be purchased for under 10 cents to arrive at the list of 5 that could be on anyone's shopping list in March. And this is in no particular order. The first one is Gamium, GMM. And after announcing deals with social media giant Meta Platforms and telecommunications firm Telefonica on February 27th to collaborate on the Metaverse Activation Program, the token value of the Metaverse project Gamium recorded triple-figure gains. Its price at press time amounted to, and you can read that one there, 0.002315, which represents an increase of 237.55% in a single day, bringing up its weekly growth rate to 359.66% and aiding in the 30-day increase of 598.29%, spelling good chances of further success in the future. Next one is Deep Brain Chain, which is DBC. And thanks to the renaissance of interest in artificial intelligence, or AI, spurred on by ChatGPT, what does it go say here? Giant UIUA announcing cooperation with multiple blockchain companies, including Deep Brain Chain, or DBC. The price of DBC is recording gains across charts. Specifically, it's increased to 0.008, which represents a growth of 20.07% in the last 24 hours, and 31.05% increase over the previous week. And there's the chart there on that one. Third on their list is Floki. Despite costing only 0.00004831 at the time of publication, the dopamine Floki is nonetheless recording advances in the development and expansion of its ecosystem, as Binance Smart Chain's second largest decentralized finance, or DeFi protocol, Venus, began to accept Floki as lending collateral. It's gone up. Also, was it gone up here? The token is up 16.82% across the week and 130.92% in a month. Fourth on the list is Tron. Although the chart pattern of Tron has been looking a bit choppy in the past 7 days, the protocol overtook Ethereum in terms of its Tether supply on the network. Additionally, Kai Sheffield, head of crypto at Visa, Tron's expansion thanks to the glowing stablecoin adoption in retail payments. So what's it up here? It's grown 9.82% in the past month and 0.77 on the day, recording a price of 0.069. Finally, number 5 on their list here is Shiba Inu, or SHIB. Last but not least is another dog-themed token, Shiba, which is currently trading at a price of 0.00001237, recording declines on its daily and weekly charts of 1.23% and 7.96% respectively, but is still up more than 4.95% on than it was 30 days ago. So conclusion, although it goes without saying that no intelligent investor should limit their attention to assets that cost less than 10 cents, the above-mentioned assets are a good opportunity for those looking to own crypto at minimal investment while they remain at this price during the month of March. So have a look at that. It's there's an interesting theory and an interesting way of looking at cryptos. And although I don't not really a big buyer into all these low unicorn type cryptos. I have to be honest, at those prices and with those increases that some of those were having like 500, 600% increases in very short periods of time. That's a good investment on a very small amount of money if you've got a bit out there. So, it might be good for a little bit of what I call gamble money or a little bit of fun. So the next piece of news here on the Daily Hodl. Strategists, I think this is a 1,300,000,000,000 or no, 1,300,000,000,000, I think that is. Digital asset fund predicts the next crypto bull market will be record breaking. The chief investment officer of a crypto fund Bitwise Asset Management, Matt Hoogan, is expressing optimism about the digital asset market over the next few years. In a new interview of the Wolf of Wall Street's YouTube channel, Hoogan says it's especially bullish on the next 3 years. According to Hoogan, the next bull cycle for the crypto market will be unprecedented. He goes on to say here, this bull market cycle, this 4-year cycle is going to be the biggest cycle yet in terms of user adoption, in terms of aggregate market cap increase, and in terms of almost all the things that we care about. It's not going to be perfectly up and to the right, of course. There will be bumps, and we can talk about regulation, and I'm actually bullish on regulation. But you can see what's happening and you can feel it if you're in the development community. The level of excitement is higher than it's ever been in my experience in the crypto market. That's why we're at 50% this year, and that's why I think we're close higher by the end of the year. I think 2024 and 2025 are going to be even better. According to the Bitwise Asset Management, every crypto cycle is driven by a technological breakthrough, and the upcoming one will be no exception. He goes on to say here, those cycles happen for a reason, which is why there's a major technological breakthrough that drives a new bull market. The reason I'm so excited is because I know what the technological breakthrough is that's going to drive the next bull market, and it's bigger than NFT, DeFi, and stablecoins. And I would argue bigger from a real-world application than even the first start of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what is this? It's scalability. It's the layer 2 epoch, and if you look at crypto, people have always wondered when it was going to go mainstream, and it couldn't, I think, until this year. The things you can do when it's effectively free, and he's talking about the cost here of how to do the transactions, is to use a blockchain. You are so interesting and so exciting. It allows you to get into the mainstream use in such a major way that I think in the 3-year cycle where crypto actually penetrates the mainstream. So he's eventually saying here that the price of using Ethereum and other ones, they're going down in price, because Ethereum at one point was a huge amount here. He's talking about the details here, and now it's down to cents, and it may even go lower than that. Some services may allow you to do all these transactions for free, and he thinks that is the big epoch, and that's what's happening now. Interesting news. Definitely, I feel the excitement out there myself. So he has a point. So on the Bitcoiners here today, Ripple is in dialogue with over 20 central banks on CBDCs. In a new interview, Brooks Entwistle, Senior Vice President of Customer Success and Managing Director of APAC and MENA at Ripple, talks about the company's efforts and goals in the central bank digital currency or CBDC space, revealing some interesting details. Entwistle revealed that the fintech is already in dialogue with more than 20 central banks. And this is what he exactly said here. So we are in dialogue with not 10, not 20, but a bunch more central banks around the world on these discussions. He goes on to say here later on, the bulk of our business is outside the US right now. Further elaborating that Ripple is making rapid progress in crypto-friendly jurisdictions. Therefore, interacting with regulators in real time is very important. There's lots more there if that one interests you, and if you're a hodler or if you're interested in looking at Ripple. Seems to be making some big moves out there. As with all these news stories, the links are down below down there, so you can check these out in full. I'm just reading little snippets of news for you here. We're providing the links for you to go out and do your own research. And you have to research everything. Another one here on forecast. Coinbase exchange is going to delist Binance USD, says the stablecoin is no longer met our listing standards. Coinbase, the world's second largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, said Monday it's suspending trade in the Binance or USD coin, which is BUSD, as of March 13th. The move comes after the US regulator said earlier this month that it was investigating the stablecoin as a possible unregistered security. When reviewing BUSD, we determined that it has no longer met our listing standards, a Coinbase spokesperson told Forecast by email. Users will still be able to access and withdraw their BUSD after suspension, he said on Twitter. BUSD is currently the third largest stablecoin with over 10.6 billion market cap, according to CoinMarketCap beta. Coinbase previously tweeted via its official handle on February 15th that the US dollar-backed stablecoins are not securities. There's lots more points there if that would interest you, but if you own some of that, think seriously about what you're going to do with it very soon in the future. Yahoo Finance here. Bitcoin price falls as $80 million wiped out in 24 hours. The crypto market's a sea of red after the wipeout of millions of dollars of leverages long positions as cautious investors digest concerning US inflationary data. Bitcoin has dropped 6% in the week, down to 23,274 as of Tuesday, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap having fallen from its peak of over $25,000 a week ago. Cautious investors are analysing the persistent inflation concerns in the US, which have increased the possibility of the Federal Reserve implementing more aggressive interest rates hikes than previously anticipated. This is a growing expectation of a 50-point base rate increase rather than the anticipated 20 base point over the next Federal Reserve Open Market Committee meeting, and this is scheduled for 15th and 16th of March, so we have that in a couple of weeks. So this is preparing for that, I'm guessing. More details if that would interest you, have a look in the links below. The next piece of paper-based news here is on Finbold. 66 million Americans own cryptocurrencies despite the bear market. Said as of February 2023, about 20% of Americans, representing at least 50 million Americans, own different types of cryptocurrencies. And this was research published by crypto exchange Coinbase on February 27th. The study pointed out that crypto ownership among citizens has remained consistent despite the 2022 bear market that saw assets such as Bitcoin plunge by over 60%. Interestingly, the vast majority of crypto holders, at 76%, believe digital assets and the underlying technology are the future. And here's a great graphic here showing that. 80% of Americans say the global financial system unfairly favors powerful interests. 76% of crypto investors agree that cryptocurrency and blockchain are the future. And 67% of Americans agree that the financial system needs major changes or a complete overhaul. And it goes on to say here, the last one, 20% of Americans own crypto despite the tumultuous events of 2022. Crypto ownership has remained unchanged since 2022. So have a look at that. Some great stats there showing that, people are holding in there. And like ourselves, we believe that this is the future and it's coming to all of us. The last piece of paper-based news I have here today on Tech Monitor is the digital pound is at least 5 years away, says the Bank of England. The Treasury says it will make a decision on a central bank digital currency for the UK by 2025, but implementing the technology will take longer. It says developing a resilient, safe and secure CBDC for the UK, known as a digital pound, will take at least 5 years, according to the Deputy Governor of the Bank of England, Sir John Cunliffe. When asked by MPs on the Treasury Select Committee to rate the likelihood that we will need a CBDC in the UK, Cunliffe put the chances at 7 out of 10. He said this means preparation must begin now. He goes on to say here, the difficulty we have with this is if we just wait until it's 9 out of 10, we are 5 years away from at least implementing it. He then went on to say a CBDC is a serious thing that has to be resilient, fraud-proof and secure. If we wait until we think it's needed, we will be 5 years behind. The Treasury announced earlier this month that it would make a decision on whether to launch a digital pound by 2025, giving the Bank of England and commercial partners time to test and investigate the technology. It followed a consultation paper published by the Bank of England that said some degree of CBDC would be needed in the future. There's more there on that one if that one interests you. CBDCs are coming. We can't stop them. All the banks are going to adopt them. All the countries are going to adopt them. They're coming. Just prepare for it right now. So now we're moving on to some video-based news. As I've said to you guys often, this is the best sources out there at the moment. Have a look at them. Subscribe to them like you do to our channel. Great resources. The first one here is Coin Bureau, crypto news in general, Ethereum, Tezos, the SEC lawsuit, USDC taking over, and lots more. Goes on for around about 24 minutes. Great news source. The next one here is an interesting one. I don't listen to this a lot, but I thought this one was an interesting one for you. Altcoin Buzz. It goes on for 10 minutes roughly. Crypto whales are buying these free altcoins, and there's a bit of analysis there. It's just a bit of a guide there to see if you find that interesting and maybe something to explore further. And my final piece of video-based news here today is on a favourite of mine. Put out great crypto content every day of the week, virtually. Altcoin Daily. And they're on about here, the FTX founder is charged with hundreds of illegal campaign donations. And it also talks about Solana versus Cardano. So have a look at that. That one goes on for around about 10 minutes as well. Great news source, great content on a daily basis. So that's it for the video news. Any comments, any questions, anything you want to ask down below. All the links are down below. Please subscribe, share, comment, share this around. Thank you for your support. Have a great week out there, but be careful out there. It's always ups and downs within crypto and investing world. Have a great week. Take care. Namaste.